Welcome, Taurus, to your new moon horoscope happening in your sign on May 11th. So the new moon is happening here in Taurus. The sun and the moon are together. Taurus, this cycle of growth is triggering you at your first house, which is your sense of being, your sense of I am, your sense of self-identity. So the themes of this new moon really are divine because they're happening in your sign, which is the sign of Mother Earth. It's grounded Mother Earth, divine feminine energy. This is where we learn to be in our physical body, to be present and be embodied in this life. The planet Uranus is also in your sign, together with the sun and the moon, and it's making a really good contact or connection with Neptune in the sign of Pisces. These two planets are the divine planets. They are the planets that connect us to our spiritual body, our spirit. So we have our physical body and our spiritual body being activated here. Magic of astrology is really learning to plant seeds at the right time. We have the ability to create new patterns that can really manifest and create something new if we're conscious of this timing. So with this new moon here, we have the ability to set our intentions, tap into our powers of prosperity, ground ourselves and secure ourselves to heaven here so that we can restructure and plan for the future so that we feel more secure going forward. When the moon is full in your sign of Taurus at the end of November, we'll have a chance to kind of see how things are progressing then. So it's speaking of self-worth, self-value, self-love, abundance, and creating new levels of security. 2 weeks ago, when the moon was full in the sign of Scorpio, it was triggering opposite of the axis of this power of creation here. It was speaking of life and death. It really is, this axis here is where we really learn to ask ourselves, what is it that we really want? Taurus is where we have to really connect with our body and figure out what it is that we want. And the Scorpio over here is where we figure out where the power, that we have the power to get what we really want and where the power is blocked to get what we want. Releasing burdens. Taurus, you're the sign that you take on burdens because of your strength and because you know how to work with what you have available to you, and you do so in a steady fashion that, you know, when people say put your head down and just get to work, that's what Taurus does. Taurus will put its head down and get to work. You look up and you appreciate the beauty around you, and then you can go back to work. It's the ability to just be present and to ask your body and be in dialogue with what your body needs. Our bodies hold us. It holds all of our experiences. It holds our mind, our heart, and our spirit. It is our physical self. How are you expressing your physical self here, Taurus? How can you reclaim your power within yourself and access the wisdom that's within your body in order to create new levels of security for yourself going forward? These planets here of the divine want you to connect with your spirit. The full moon 2 weeks ago, it speaks a lot about releasing your burdens. We can create our burdens and keep ourselves penned in unknowingly in this energy of Taurus. And Scorpio is where we learn to transform and release and let go of those burdens, to surrender, control, and understand that we really are in partnership here with Spirit in order to create and manifest new things going forward. So use the next 4 weeks, Taurus, to meditate, tap into your powers of prosperity. Here's a mantra that might be helpful for you. Write it down, put it on a sticky note, paste it on your mirror, and say it to yourself every morning. The universe is abundant, and I am prosperous. The universe is abundant, and I am prosperous. Really ground yourself, secure yourself to heaven, and create something beautiful so that you are really living the life that you want. Now's the time to figure out what it is that you really want. Ask your body what it needs so that you can charge forward and go after what you want. I have this little hunk of petrified wood here because it's symbolic of not rushing. Taurus, you're the energy of not rushing. You hold the wisdom of time within you. A tree doesn't, rush to grow. And it holds all of the experience of the life that it's gone through, every season, every cycle of change within its rings. There's wisdom in time, and there's divine timing at work here, and patience is one of the virtues that's born in your energy here. And when you ground yourself, you can really release a lot of the anxiety that's building up with the energy of Uranus in your sign right now. There's a lot of crazy, wonky frequencies happening right now because of shifts and changes, which Taurus energy doesn't love, but it's necessary for our growth. Take your shoes off, go put your feet in the sand or the dirt or the water. Really just ground yourself. Think about what it is that you're really worthy of, what makes this life feel, what makes you feel connected, and what makes you feel like you're moving forward and going after things that resonate with your true self and your true being. Know that you're worthy and that you are creating and manifesting with spirit together in partnership. So now's a perfect time to restructure and plan for freedom in the future. It's a perfect time to do financial work, budgeting, planning, and really set yourself up to create abundance. Also know it takes a little bit of time, and give yourself that permission to do so. Thanks for tuning in, Taurus.